Hannah, the occupational therapist from Oscott Manor. I'm going to do a short video on some sensory yoga. Now there's lots and lots of yoga online. What's different about sensory yoga is that our previous occupational therapist Mary wrote a programme more specifically for our pupils that can be done seated or standing. So do look online for things like Cosmic Kids Yoga. If you put in free children's yoga, there are lots of YouTube clips and webinars and live things happening at the moment for the kids while they're off. But just in case you want a familiar face and some familiar moves from school, I thought I'd do you a selected few as well. Okay, so in Mary's sensory yoga booklet, the first lot of exercises were to focus on breathing. Okay, so we can sit up tall, put our arms by our sides with our palms out. We're going to breathe in as we lift our arms up to meet each other. So you can do this sitting or standing. I'm sitting for these. So breathe in. Turn your palms round. Breathe out as you bring them down. So breathe in. Breathe out. Okay. And you can repeat doing that. Do each one about 5 times. Another one you can do is sit with your arms in your lap. Keep your shoulders down. Sit up tall. So imagine that there's a piece of string that's pulling your head up to the ceiling, but your shoulders are down. Imagine that you're holding a ball, like a beach ball. And you're going to breathe in, and the ball's going to get wider. And then breathe out. It's going to come back to normal size. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay. And again, you can repeat that about 5 times. The next one, again, sit up tall. Keep that. Imagine that string from your head to the ceiling, but shoulders down. We're going to put our hands on our shoulders and breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. And do that nice and slowly a few times. Okay, the next ones that she did were called relaxing. Put your hands behind your head. Take a deep breath in. And just lean back slightly. Deep breath in. Lean back slightly. Just to get a little bit of back extension. This is a nice one that we do in the classroom. If you stack one fist on top of the other, like one potato, two potato, lean forward and rest your head on top of your fist, and then do some deep breaths. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. You might want to go back to that one several times in a day. You can close your eyes while you're there as well. The next one's a leaning forward one. So if you hold on to each elbow, breathe in, and then lean forward as you breathe out. You can do this standing or sitting. Breathe in, breathe out. That's quite a nice back stretch. Okay, the next ones were about balance, and the tall tree. I will stand up for this one. So push your palms together, breathe in and send them up to the ceiling. Breathe out as they come back down. So you don't want to be all floppy here, you want to be pushing, and that will switch on your back and shoulder muscles. So breathe in, breathe out. Okay, do some of those. The other one is to hold on to the back of a chair and just to switch your weight so your toes stay still and it's your heels that are lifting. And if you feel confident, you can take your arms off the chair. And then as a classic tree pose even, this is when we push again and we lift our leg so that our foot is on the other knee. Hopefully you can see that. Feel tall again, breathe in, breathe out. Put that one down. You'll see which leg you're better at balancing on. Breathe in, breathe out. Do that a few times as well. Milkshake is one that the kids often like. So this is where you stand and you just twist and you just loosen your back. Try not to hit things that are nearby. And we sometimes call this like blending the milkshake. And then you can suck your tummy in, bend your knees as you drink the milkshake. Okay. Suck your tummy in, bend your knees as you drink all that milkshake. Sometimes we think about what milkshake flavours we could be having. And then sit back down, put your right hand over to touch your left hip and just look behind you. It's quite a nice stretch. All down there, just to keep us moving really. Don't want to be in the same position all the time. If you can do that a few times, look behind you. This one's called the forward fold. This is when we stand tall, or a roll down it's called in Pilates. Hands up to the ceiling and then suck your tummy in. Try not to stick your bottom out as you go down to the floor. And then you roll up again. So your chin tucks in. You pull your tummy in, try not to stick your bottom out as you roll down to your toes and then roll back up. It's a nice full stretch. The chair pose is when you stand up, hold your hands together and you literally pretend that you're sitting on a chair. It's a bit of a squat. Okay, do a few of those. Now, warrior. You stand tall, you lunge, you do a lunge with one leg, bend one knee, and lift the opposite hand, and then turn, and lift the opposite hand. And then if that's been easy to balance, you can lunge and do a full warrior stretch. And then turn your feet. It's nice to do these in the quiet. And then the last few ones are for attention, and that's when you put your arms together and just bring them out. Might remind you of ones that you can do at the gym on the machine. Just concentrate on your hands and on your fingertips when they're here. So this one is just about slowing down, concentrating on something other than all your thoughts. Okay. You can also sit with one foot on the other leg. And that just stretches out. That's just a really nice stretch of your leg. Put the other foot on the other knee. A nice stretch. And then the last few ones were heart opening. So this was about just trying to open up those shoulders. Often a lot of what we do is quite flexed when we're looking at a phone or we're on the computer. We don't sit up straight enough and we don't open our shoulders enough. So just a simple back arch, back bends, shoulder rolls, so going backwards and forwards. Lifting them up to our ears and then dropping them down. And that's it for today. I hope those yoga moves were useful. As I said, there's lots online, but these are some of the moves that will be familiar to pupils at Oscott. Take care. Bye.